Hey guys, what is going on? This is Panzer Dragon, and today we're going to be going over the rank 1 player's KHAZIX in Korea named Gabrielle Crow, who is a part of oh boy, I cannot pronounce Kwaju Klid, something like that, which is really interesting. He climbed to rank 1 getting only KHAZIX. Also, this video will be edited and sponsored by Pro Guides. Check them out for all your rank game needs. If you need some guides for climbing, well, Pro Guides is what you need. Anyways, let's get started. So this is really interesting. So what happens over here is they chunk out Camille, and then essentially whatever happens is they try and contest to see what's happening, if they're going to do the red buff, and he puts a ward in there. But this is very interesting. The rank 1 player of Korea says, I don't want to contest this. I want to go to my blue buff. Why does he want to go to his blue buff? Is he really scared? Oh, it's because his mid lane has maybe no priority, and now this guy is just sitting here doing nothing. So he's like, you know what, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just gonna go do my camps on the right side, and then yeah, I'll just watch him take it. Like, he has no lane priority. That's why he goes over here to just do this. And the thing is, he doesn't want to go to his red buff because look, he has mid lane pushed up, bot lane pushed up. Something happened to his Caitlyn. I think she just died. But yeah, essentially he's very scared. He knows Talon is like not here. What he sees right here is a Talon flashing onto him. He smites this, and then he essentially just walks away. This is really smart of him though, because I would have definitely flashed, because I would have been like, I'm gonna die. But I think he mixes like 1 W of the chunk, and he goes for the Scuttle Smite, and he gets away. But then yeah, essentially he's being bullied out of his jungle, and now he's gonna do one side clear. Essentially, yeah, he doesn't want to walk in here, doesn't want to walk in here. No way. Pushed up. He just assumes his top side is like kind of all taken because of Rek'Sai. So he just does this one side camp clear, and then he does Scuttle. But he like feels confident that he's like very safe on this side of the river. And he wards this river, so because for Caitlyn to not get ambushed by a Rek'Sai who he doesn't know where he is at. So after all of that, he decides to recall, and now he's deciding, hey, let's check out what happened to my top side. What is he took? I still can invade. Well, actually, he could probably invade this side and get his raptors, and like maybe check around here, but because his mid lane is pushed up, his Caitlyn is kind of being pushed in, but like I feel like he does have pressure to get this, and Talon has no sums. So maybe there's like a chance he can invade it, but maybe just doesn't want to screw with the Rek'Sai. Essentially though, he does find this Wraith camp, and it seems like he does want to path top into the GP to try and kill her. And he sees that like GP is playing very aggressive. So he decides, okay, I'm going to do it. He pinks this, he's a pink. He definitely knows he can't gank her anymore because he is on a ward. So he decides, hey, I'm going to go backwards. And then he's going to go to his golems, and like, I mean, what can he do, right? The Rek'Sai actually counter jungled him a lot. He's going to assume that this is all down, and if he walks in there, Talon, who's better than Akali pre-6 roaming, could collapse, as well as Rek'Sai. And yeah, GP's also pushed in, so this side is very hard to gank. What happens over here though is Talon starts to roam, because he loves roaming. He doesn't have jump, so he can't really jump in on this. But then Camille lands a very nice slow, and then he says, okay, I'm going to go in. What I would have thought is, wait, Talon is going to be coming here and, ambush me and kill me. But I guess he assumed that Talon just walked away, and if he did that, there's no way Talon could have killed them both. That's why he probably did that. Anyway, so after the kill, he decides to push it, but look what he does. Look what he does. He says, I'm going to sneak in here to make sure that, he gets a safe push, and he can push, like, firmly. He knows that Rek'Sai is over here. He saw the scrying orb being hit, so he's just going to camp here and maybe try and do a bait of some sort, which is what he wants. But then he says, all right, it's time to hard push this with my Camille. So she gets a hard push into the tower so it doesn't freeze on her, which is really good. But watch what this Rek'Sai does. He is also a really good player. He wants to freeze it. He wants to freeze it so that the GP gets a nice freeze, and he's trying to escort it up here without dying and touching anything. So look at this freeze. He essentially just made Camille, oh my god, just this GP, even though he died, the wave is in such a good spot where Camille is kind of screwed. She doesn't have flash either, but like, yeah, if Rek'Sai does a return gank right here or something, he's too low. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, this wave is super good. And then he decides, hey, let's go back. Now, like any good jungler, you would want to go to where your camps are spawned. This guy hasn't invaded a lot, I've noticed that, but I guess he just got very feared and scared, so he just essentially wanted to farm his own jungle and like get some ganks that would work. So he never really invaded the enemy jungle in this one. Maybe the KHAZIX versus Rek'Sai matchup is very hard for KHAZIX to fight because, you know, Rek'Sai is definitely really good with Electrocute 1v1. Yeah, so what he was doing is he pathed Gromp Wolves into his red buff. He has mid control, so there's no way that he gets like Rek'Sai invaded because he has a Kali to punish Rek'Sai if he does go onto his red buff. So he's going to do his Wraith Camp first, and he evolves his R. Despite having the Q buffs with the, you know, isolation damage, he goes R evolve still. So he wants to be the Duskblade Assassin, you know, anywhere in the map kind of person. He sees a bunch of stuff is happening bottom. Let's see what he does. Ah, yeah, deep wood buff, because they just ran away. And then he's going to check if he's doing Ocean too, as well as Scuttle. So if it were me on this KHAZIX, I would try and play top side as well as mid side, because they're his winning lanes. Caitlyn is actually behind unless Camille comes bottom. I would do that. What he says is, you know what, I got a ward here, and he says, you know what, I will take the free dragon for myself. He has a ward here, he has a ward here. His lane is kind of getting pushed in, so if they do come in to like check to see if, you know, he's doing it, then oh, sucks. But I feel like there's not a lot of risks down here. I feel like he has his wards set up so he can just safely do it, which is really good by him. So he is off a rough start, but yeah, it seems really interesting that he's actually not. I don't think he's ever going to gank bottom in this scenario because that does not seem gankable. These guys can have fun by themselves. So yeah, he's just going to try and play mid side and top side. But yeah, he's not really doing too much work. He's just kind of like farming and just waiting for an opportunity to sneak in. He definitely would probably be looking at mid tower. One thing though I do see is he's pathing and jungling and farming everywhere is like really good. I've never seen him skip a camp to do a gank or anything. Usually I'd see junglers do that, but maybe it's like not even my own thing. I'm just going to try and get some wards in the enemy jungle so he feels that to make his like laners safe. So he's going to try and go for this. He gets 1 Q. He's going to ult away because he doesn't want to get, you know, ignited, killed on. Although Talon would die after. But yeah, maybe just use that ult for like a little outplay if the Talon tries something. He gets his ult off, but he's never going to go bottom, which is something really smart. He wants to play like top mid side for sure. Although I don't really know how good that gank was on mid because he has his ultimate, but he did burn it, and now he gets, you know, the kill in top lane, and then he's just going to essentially snowball off that and get the tower probably here because GP, well, he does have the summoners, but I feel like they can still get it. Oh, see? Smarter than me. He says, GP has 10 seconds to revive. She doesn't need me, and he does it immediately. He already knows that. He sees it. See, all I've done is looked at tower and been like, oh, maybe she can get that by herself. She doesn't need me. Now, he wants to go bottom because he wants to help him with all these TPs and stuff, and also they're just hard overextending. Yeah, he's just hard overextending. Goes through the bush. Does he see anything here? Oh, I probably can kill this person. Yeah, probably can kill that person. But he might die over right now. Oh, just kidding. Forgot. Wait, what? They're just feeding him kills, like, so easily. Yeah, he sees them overextending. This is something every jungler should do, just clean up to see. Although him going for the Jhin was definitely, like, an outplay that he sees, and he knows the limits of his champion, aka KHAZIX. I would have been a little scared just because Tom Kench, you know, was around and maybe could eat him or something. But honestly, in the end, it did work out, and that's why I guess he's this KHAZIX rank 1 trick. Or not 1 trick, but he's really good at KHAZIX and what he does in the Korea server. So what does he do now? He does his camps. What I would have done maybe for efficiency is Gromp Wolves to top or something. I don't know. But it seems like since he's doing this Wolf camp, what he wants to do is head down bottom lane to see if he can get something, you know. He's going to feel like something's going to happen bottom lane. That's why he's going down there. Now he sees a blue and he sees Talon wants to do something, but if the moment that Talon commits, he'll go down, but he says he's not going to commit. So he says, okay, I can just do this blue and then I'm going to do something else. Now, he doesn't do his Gromp, which is an option he could have done. Instead, he says, I'm going to support my bot lane to see if they can get that tower. That's what he wants to do. So he's going to head bot lane just for support to see if he can get anything. Or some cheesy thing like this. Yeah, that's interesting. He actually... Does he have Mobies? No, he has Ninja Tabi. That's how he wins this. Because Talon has Mobies. He has Ninja Tabi. He definitely wins this. I would have done Gromp here, but he goes for Scuttle. Because he wants to set up for the next dragon. So that's what he's doing right here. So Rek'Sai is top, and he sees that, like, they're all just having a chaos frenzy, whatever, going on. So he says, okay, I'm going to go bot side. I'm going to try and maybe kill someone here if they don't overextend or see me. He says, okay, then I'm just going to do a bunch of camps down here. The amount of camps he does, it's probably going to be these two. But now he takes that. I'm pretty sure he can duel him because he has Ninja Tabi. He dodges, mechanically dodges the W, the second part of it, which actually earns him a kill. I guess Talon should have been there, but now he knows that Rek'Sai is top lane. He's going to clear out these wards. He has the support of his bottom to help him. So he starts to do this, but then he gets caught up by the Tahm Kench, and now he has to do a little escape, where he's going to have to do not really too much. So he just escapes. One thing I would have maybe done is done his golems, but I feel like he's a little scared. Will he do the golems? Okay, so he knows the fight's going to go on, so he's going to try and be very sneaky. And this is going to be potentially a 3v3. Maybe more. Rek'Sai is probably heading bot somehow. So yeah, I don't know if I would commit to this because Tahm Kench Jhin, yeah, not the biggest. So he wants to kind of run, but he's going to try and wait in the shadows, lurking to see if he can get a little freebie somewhere. I don't think he'll get it, but I'll just chunk out Tahm Kench for a bit. He sees his Camille is coming in, so yeah, he's just going to play it very slow. He doesn't want to go onto Tahm Kench and jump because he'll just die. Or like, you know, he won't finish him before he gets him. He needs to burst him, then he can jump on him. But yeah, he played it really slowly, calculated, and said, alright, my bot lane just died. We couldn't get anything out of here, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something else. But then now he sees this team fight is really good, and he wants to clean up with them. Although I do think most of them are good. Yeah, they probably would have cleaned up without him, but he just comes in for like the extra kill or whatever assist. I don't think he was too scared of anything, so he took this. I would have maybe just ran to mountain and did this with the team, but, you know, Talon gets a pick. Hey, rank 1 player, he makes mistakes too. He just didn't think of the Talon coming in. So, you know, not every rank 1 player is a god. So there is still hope, kind of. Let's see what he decides right now. He sees action is happening down here, but he's a bunch of camps up here and a Rift Herald. He's pathing bottom. He probably wants to get mountain too, but he also wants to try and assist. No, he wants to push out mid. Okay, this is weird. I would have ran down here to get the, like, movement speed, you know, faster. He kind of, like, stutter step there. So he decides, okay, 2 people dead, Akali up, I can do mountain, easy peasy. And what he's going to do after is maybe his Gromp. I don't know his item spikes or, like, items he's going to get, but, like, he's going to get this mountain, walk away and do his Gromp wolves, maybe path topside. See, I would have done his camps right here, but I think he sees something. So instead of doing like camps, he wants to put pressure on someone and try and, you know, get kills or something. Oh, I'm so stupid. No one was covering middle, so he wants all this XP to himself. Nice. He's going to path topside. Screw the blue. I want his blue, is what he says. Or control of the topside. Is this good? It's 3v, possibly 4. But they're getting a lot of control and they're playing it slow, so yeah, his mechanics are top notch. He can dodge a lot of tongues. He's probably going to back after this because he gets a power spike of some sort. I don't know. I feel like he's done a lot of bunch of camps for the point where he can get something. So he decides, hey, I got my Black Cleaver. He didn't go Dustblade. This is on the latest patch of him, you know, not 8.5 where they nerfed him. This is where he goes like Black Cleaver, I guess. He wants to be tanky. He sees something down here. I would be a little scared though going into this because of Rek'Sai W, but he doesn't see him yet. Okay. I've learned interesting things. Not everyone's a god, but so have you. Not everyone is a god. So, now he's in a sticky situation. My team sucks. My team is inting. My team sucks, but he's not tilted yet. But he doesn't want the Scuttle Crab. Will he do a sneaky gank and follow Camille to try and do something cheesy? Or will he group with his team? Let's find out. Let's see what he's trying to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to say this was good if he got the Jin in time, but I mean, he tried to go for a cheesy kill and it almost worked, but now his team is like in a pickle because they lost Camille, their best player, but at least they do kill him because the Cali 1v9. And wow, look what is happening. Look what he's doing. He literally says this team fight sucks, but he says I want to cause some pressure on the map, so I'm gonna solo kill this tower, and somehow his team wins. Huh, this somehow seems like one of my games. Actually, very interesting. How fed? Okay, so yeah, he says, "Fuck this." This is interesting. He says, you know, this is so interesting because I think the average player would have helped his team and said, "We can clean this. We can win this. We can win this." But then he says, "I don't care. I'm gonna go for the middle inhibitor with my Camille, who's 11-6. He doesn't care about his team. He sees objectives. He's got his eyes set on the objectives. And at this point, damn, he sees another kill. He sees a little pick. He says, damn, I'm gonna cheese this guy too. This guy is so easy. This Tom Kench is nothing. He just suicide. Oh, he has to go on Jin, right? Okay. And now he has to back up. Oh, but now he wins. You know what he says again though? He says, yeah, I got Ocean. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He knows that Talon's top lane because I saw him on the map too. But I guess he doesn't care. He still has his flash and everything. If I were him, I would maybe help him. This. I guess he says I don't. They don't need me. I'm gonna do all of this. Get some vision control. Get a cheese on what's his name. Oh, just kidding. He says I'm gonna cover and get some CS for myself. He's lurking hard. What's interesting to me is he doesn't go Mobies. He went Time-At. I don't know why. I think he's trolling a little, but he doesn't go Dustblade. He goes like tanky KHAZIX, which I think is interesting. And he's gonna go GA probably after. I don't understand a Time-At, but yeah, it's definitely good to push up his top lane. That's why he went top lane, to set up for this push where they can just siege. And since they don't have anything else, he's just gonna essentially just siege on this. His mechanics are really good. He knows how to play every situation mechanically correct. He says, this Talon is scary. I'm going to lurk for him. Because I know he knows that Talon is lurking. So he's useless on a siege. He can't even attack this. He needs to kind of just like zone off whoever's trying to flank. And he knows Talon is somewhere. AKA in the base. He sees that now and that's why he's going to walk up. He saw him over here. And he's like, oh, okay, better defend him. And now, what will he do? This team fight. Will he go in the Rex side? He just unburrowed? Maybe. But he has Tom Kench. So he doesn't want to jump in first. He's just kind of farming and keeping this Soraka alive. He knows the team fight's won. And hidden minions. And finally goes in. Because he knows Tom Kench's W's down. Then he just kind of backs away, waddles away. And then hits the Nexus. And interestingly enough, the rank 1 player didn't win by skill, super cool montage plays, super cool QWERs, whatever you want to say. He won by not feeding, by having the better team. So as you can see, he is like you, an average player, plays correctly, plays methodically, plays the same as always. Doesn't do anything hypey, just plays the game, and he does it really well, and doesn't feed. Hope you guys learned a lot, because I learned a lot. It's not that flashy. In fact, it's kind of boring on what he did. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.